Hey, welcome. This is Here's to Your Good Health. My name is Linda Preziosa, and I've been running late, y'all. My poor guest, she thought, oh boy, I'm going to have to do this alone.
Yeah.
But I went to dinner with my daughter, and we just got talking, and time got away from us. But anyway, this is Here's to Your Good Health. My name is Linda Preziosa. I'm a nurse practitioner at Family Medical Center, and this show is for you, by you, and about you. We not only talk about health as far as doctors and pharmacists and nurses, but we talk about like mental health and healthy living on a farm and making healthy products and that kind of thing. And so Karen of Twin Oaks Farm is more on the let's stay healthy side than actually I'm a doctor and I can tell you how to take care of yourself. And it's all part of health. We have all sorts of health. And we, as nurses, I treat the whole person. Doctors kind of focus in on, okay, you got a headache. We're going to talk about that. But but a nurse will go into more of, are you stressed? How's school going? And the doctor just says, here, take this pill. I don't say one's better or worse than the other. I'm just saying that we treat the whole person. So Karen is on the whole spectrum, not just the medical end of it. So welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We were trying to figure out how long we've been having this show together, and I think it's maybe 5 years.
I'd say 4 or 5 years for sure.
4 or 5, yeah. We'll have to look back and see for sure, just because I'm curious.
And every time it's been fun.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun. So Karen is I guess your sister is owner with you on the farm?
I manage a farm, Twin Oaks Farm in Spring Hope. I'm kind of right on the border of Bailey and Spring Hope. My barn is in Bailey, my house is in Spring Hope. The animals live in Bailey and I live in Spring Hope. But yeah, we have a farm out there. My sister comes out to help as much as she can. She lives in Goldsboro. So she comes out to help as much as she can, especially during the summer since she works at a school system. She can come out a lot more in the summer than she can, during school. But yeah, I moved out to the farm, got everything built in June of 2013, I think it was, and within weeks after moving in there, we found out that I lived in the gnat capital of the world.
That's GNAT.
Yeah, GNAT. And I called my sister and said, I know I've invested my entire retirement and my life savings, but I got to move. I couldn't handle it. 2 seconds outside, I had gnats going in my ears, in my mouth, up my nose. My sister and I, we went out and researched and bought everything unnatural we could find because neither of us are a believer of poisons, DEET, or anything like that. So we tried everything natural we could find, and not a lot of it, but some of it worked against mosquitoes and stuff, but nothing took care of the gnats. I even looked like I wore this beehive-looking hat one time, and all I did was keep eating the screen mesh thing, and I couldn't stand that. I did bounce sheets down my shirt, because I heard that was supposed to take care of it. That didn't work. So my sister, she's the smart one out of the two of us, and she did the research and came up with the combination of essential oils and different products that take care of it. And that's what started us in all of this was the gnats. It was kind of a matter of self-preservation that we got started in where we are with the farm right now. Originally, I was going to be the animal person and raise goats and livestock guardian dogs and chickens and all that kind of thing. And then my sister, we had built a greenhouse down at the far end of the farm, and she was going to grow the vegetables and stuff that we could sell at the farmer's market. But once we got into this, the poor greenhouse is just sitting all by itself and has been for years because this just takes up all the extra time that she has anyhow, and I can't do both. So, but that's kind of how we got into all this. We started out with the bug stuff, and all of our products are made on the farm, no chemicals, no poisons, tried, true, and tested. We started making it, we started sharing it with our neighbors, mainly because of the gnats. We started sharing it with our neighbors and our friends, and everybody kept saying, you guys need to start selling this stuff. So we started thinking about it, like, well, I guess we could expand a little bit. So then we kind of expanded a little bit, went to farmers markets and a couple events. It took off, and we've now evolved into several different products. But all of this right here is kind of our bug stuff, and it's really good stuff. Like this right here. There. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. This right here, it comes in 4 different sizes, but this is our Bugs Away balm. And its base is a coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax base, so it's really good for your skin. And then it's got 5 or 6 essential oils that repel gnats, mosquitoes, biting flies. It has lavender, lemon eucalyptus, lemongrass, cedarwood, geranium oil. I think that's all of them. So 5 essential oils, and it does wonders against the gnats
It
and
really
the mosquitoes.
does. If you've got fishermen in your life, or somebody that likes to work outside and the gnats are, put that in their stocking, man, they will love it, I'm telling you.
Mow the lawn.
Yep.
I don't go out without putting this on my hands and my face when I go to mow the lawn. Now, actually, the first product we ever made was this.
And that is,
This is our Bugs Away oil. It has one oil in it. It has all those essential oils that I said in the ball, but it has one other oil called Karanja oil. And if you look up Karanja oil, it comes from the Karanja tree in tropical type climates. The only place in the United States that Karanja trees grow, I think, is Hawaii and Florida. But Karanja oil has 4 great properties. It's an antiseptic, an antibiotic, a fungicidal, and an insecticidal. This is great for people and animals. I put this on me if I get a cut, and the cut goes away in a couple days. If my dogs have a cut, it goes on them. If any of my animals, well, I don't do it on the chickens, but if any of my animals, 4-legged animals, get anything, this goes on them. And it does wonders. And it also repels ticks, fleas, and gnats, mosquitoes, and biting flies, because along with the Karanja oil, we also have the lavender and the geranium oil and the cedarwood and the lemongrass and the lemon eucalyptus. So this is, like, we call it our woodsy product because it'll do everything.
can you spray it, like take a
We
spray.
started out with a spray
this?
bottle on this, but we had a few people come back and say it didn't take care of the fleas.
Oh.
Well, did you just spray it on top of the dogs? Well, yeah, we just sprayed the dog. I said, you got to get it down to the skin where the fleas are. So we just stopped putting it in a spray bottle.
But
so
I
that
could
people-
buy some and put it.
Oh,
I'm
you could
thinking
go
of
to the
for-
dollar store and get a
Okay,
spray bottle
I'm
and pour it
thinking
in,
about
yeah.
my mule and all the gnats and flies, and if they have a little open sore.
I used to have a couple miniature horses, and they were so cute. Hershey and what? Fancy. That's it. Thank you. My 8-year-old great niece is here. Hershey and Fancy, and they used to be out in the pasture grazing, and then they would go into the shed, quarter round, whatever you want to call it. And I knew that they went in there because we used to have monster horseflies.
Oh.
I mean, monster. And I knew they were getting eaten alive by the horsefly. So I'd get my bottle, they'd see me coming, they'd perk right up, and I would put that on their body, down their legs and around their face. They immediately went right back out and started grazing again because they knew they weren't going to get bothered by the flies. This does wonders on horses,
Yes,
cows,
yes.
by Great Pyrenees, because I breed Great Pyrenees. I will dab my fingers with this and then dab their face and their ears just to keep the gnats and the biting flies out of their face. Really great product. Again, all natural, very, very safe. No chemicals, no poisons. We also make a doggy bath with the same active ingredients as the oil, and will do wonders for dog skin. We have I'd say 60% of the people who buy our shampoo buy it as a skin conditioner for their dog, because their dog would be chewing on their paws or scratching themselves so badly. And then the other ones buy it as a flea or a tick repellent. But I'd say the majority of the people probably buy that as a skin conditioner for their dog.
And this is going to be less expensive than I just think of Dynovite. I heard that commercial on the radio, and it's something that you buy and it keeps your dogs from scratching and itching. But you got it. Who knows what's in it? You got to
Exactly.
order it. Got to pay shipping. When all they got to do is drive out to your farm
You
and
come out to the
have
farm.
a great time looking at all the animals.
Absolutely. And Linda has a great point. If you listen to these commercials, and this next product is a key one where I will emphasize what I'm about ready to say. You listen to the commercials where they'll talk about the benefits of X. Well, at the end, last 20 to 30 seconds of that commercial, maybe 20 seconds, is all of the negative side effects. You know, if you're allergic to it, don't use it. Well, how the heck do you know if you're allergic
I
to it
know.
unless you use it?
Right.
Or it's going to cause heartburn, or it's going to,
Right.
you know, or may cause
Right.
death.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh my God, my products won't do that.
Right.
Unless you are horribly allergic to an essential oil that we happen to use, these products
And that
are
doesn't happen.
perfectly safe.
That doesn't happen very often.
I
because
had
they're
one
all
lady
plate-
one time who wanted to use our Bugs Away. She said, "Do you have lavender?" And I said, "Yep." She said, "I'm allergic to lavender." Well, I went home that week, made her a bottle without the lavender. And, you know, and I can do that. If you have a specific, something you can't put on you, you know, and it's one of the ingredients of our products, I can take that ingredient out as long as it's not the Caranja oil, which is the main active ingredient
Right.
in this. But, you know, for the most part, we can try and work with you on stuff like that. But yeah, all of our bug stuff is, you know, the oils and the shampoo, great for people and animals, and most people use our balm for people. I do have some folks who have said, this works great on my pigs because of the coconut oil and shea butter. I don't know, probably most of you have never felt a pig, but a pig's hair is really, really coarse.
bristly.
And their skin can get burnt easily from the sun, so they'll put this on to moisturize their hair and their skin because of the coconut oil and shea butter. And it repels the bugs, so it's a dual purpose product for their pigs. Kind of neat. I never thought of that. And
You
kinda
don't
cool.
raise pigs either?
Yeah. No. We used to have pigs. We used to do miniature potbelly pigs, but piglets are the cutest little things. I
I
got
know, but they grow up and they're ugly and they squeal.
Well, actually, Thelma and Louise, I have a mommy and daughter, Thelma and Louise, and yeah, they're kind of on the chunky side because they're potbellies, but they're sweet. Thelma's sweeter than her daughter. Her daughter never really buddied up to me like Thelma did. But it's just piglets are very hard. They're very time consuming when they first are born. I mean, they're born. They pop out running. They pop out running. They have teeth. Their eyes are open. Their ears are open. They are
Really?
ready to
Boom.
go, and which makes them very difficult initially to tame. And a pig will have anywhere from 10 to 15 piglets at one time. So you're trying to catch all of them and spend 15, 20 minutes with each of them every morning to get them tame enough where if somebody comes to buy one, they're not squealing and you take 20, 30 minutes to catch one, which I've done before. So I gave up on the pigs. It was just too much work. But they're fun. I mean, I've got a lot of people who have them as house pets.
I know, and I know people that have them and love them, but we had a potbelly pig. It was donated to us by the owners. And it was one that he wouldn't, her name was Lily. She wouldn't let you near her. She would squeal and holler.
And that's because as a piglet,
she wasn't
it never got
tamed.
manhandled. And that's what I didn't want to do to people. I'm not one to hand somebody a problem.
Right.
With one of my animals. So, you know, I quit doing piglets because I knew I couldn't spend the proper time with them so that when I handed them off to somebody, it would snuggle with you.
Right, right.
Which it will do if you do it right.
Yeah.
So anyhow, yeah, but we got into piglets. Piglets isn't. Anyhow, the next product, which is related to our Bugs Away because it has the main active ingredient of a Caranja oil in it, we call it Skin Saving. If you know of anybody who's got psoriasis or eczema or any kind of dry skin condition, we have customers who will use it for their acne, for their
I
athlete's
need
foot.
that. I'm going to buy that. I'm gonna
This
take that
will
home with
literally
me.
clear it up within 2 to 3 days. The rash will be gone, the itching will be gone. It's not going to get rid of your psoriasis. You will still have psoriasis.
You never get rid of it, but if you can control it.
But you can control it and you can get rid of the rash. We had a gentleman a few years back come to the farmer's market, and he was in a t-shirt and shorts, and his legs and his arms were really, 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 really bad. I mean, to a point where you couldn't think he could sit or touch anything with them, that they just looked that bad and like they would hurt that bad. Well, they bought a bottle of our Skin Saving because he tried everything prescription-wise. The lady came back, well, actually, they both came back about 3 weeks later, and she said within a week, dramatic change. Now, when he came back, his skin was still pink, but I mean, the weltering dark red, the blisters and everything, they were gone. They were gone, and the only thing they did was this. We've had a grandfather whose grandson had horrible psoriasis and was embarrassed to go to school. He bought this for his grandson. He came back in tears thanking us.
Oh,
The first time his grandson could go to school and not be teased
yeah.
because of that. Again, really, really safe. Karanja oil, grapeseed oil, almond oil, and lavender.
That's it?
That's it. It doesn't look like it, but you got to shake it up because it's got the 4 things in it, but that is literally it. I mean, you talk about a la naturel, and it works. That's probably the key thing, safe and it works.
It's Karanja and
Karanja, Karanja.
I think I've looked up that
It's like a little miracle oil. I mean, my
seed and what else?
grapeseed oil, almond oil, and lavender. I mean, my sister is the one who's done all the research on all of these, and we've had to do trial and error on
Sure.
quantity and testing and getting the right formula, so to speak, with the ingredients. We've thrown out some ingredients that we've wanted to use, like rosemary. Disclaimer on our bottle originally was, not for pregnant people. Well, we said, why are we putting something in there that we have to put a disclaimer on? So
Yeah.
we just totally
out.
removed it from our line
Right,
of using it,
right.
period. So we try and do the proper research, only use the essential oils or the active ingredients that are totally safe: coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax. Can't get much safer than those
Right,
three.
right.
As a matter of fact, I didn't bring it, but we make an old-fashioned lip balm: coconut oil, shea butter, and beeswax. Great lip balm. We have 4 options. We have plain, which is just those 3 ingredients, and then we have flavor: strawberry and coconut. Man, when I put that strawberry on, I just eat my
Stop you here a
lips.
minute, because I told you I had dinner with my daughter, and she said, "Who's your guest tonight, Mom?" And I told her, she said, last year at the farmer's market, was towards the end of the year, it might have been at the Christmas time, whenever you were about done, she bought 12 lip balms.
Coconut?
Whatever you sold, I don't know. She said she got lip balms and they were awesome. She put one in everybody's stocking, and she's out.
Oh.
So she's going to be coming back to buy more.
Good,
But
good.
that was 12 she's used in less than a year.
I mean, it really is good stuff. And I like the strawberry, but then again, I find myself chewing on my lips because I like the flavor so much.
That's
But we
probably
do
not good.
I know, that's probably not the best thing to do. No. But we've got the plain, we've got the strawberry, we've got the coconut, and we got the lavender vanilla. And the lavender vanilla one, my sister puts actually the essential oil lavender in it, so it's a good healing agent for your lip
Lavender
that
is
way.
really good for your skin.
So if somebody really has chapped, cracked lips, we recommend the lavender vanilla because it'll help heal.
Do you have anything that helps with cold sores? I don't know. I'm just asking. Ever looked into that?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we could, but we haven't.
Well, you got enough on your plate.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to stop right here for right now. We'll talk about more products, but it's time for our first break. So if you have, just keep on watching. We don't have the phone tonight, I'm sorry, but you can always call 407-1111 and somebody will answer, and you can ask questions and I'll get them to Karen, and Karen will, and I'll tell you next week on the show. But anyway, we're going to take our first break and we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Thank you.
At Downey's Hearing Care Associates, we are dedicated to taking care of every client by providing personal, high-quality hearing care services. My staff and I know hearing loss affects each person and their loved ones differently. So we give you the time and the care you need to ensure the hearing technology chosen fits your lifestyle. At Downey's Hearing Care, we also make custom ear molds and specialize in emergency hearing aid repairs. Downey's Hearing Care Associates has 2 locations, one in Knightdale and one in Rocky Mount. We have hearing lives to save.
Hi, I'm Richard Goss, pharmacist and owner of Almonds Drug Store here in Rocky Mount. Here today with my wife and 2 daughters. For over 75 years, Almonds Drug Store has been the pharmacy of choice for residents of Edgecombe and Nash County. Our family is proud to call Rocky Mount home, and we are excited about the new services and products we are adding daily at both of our Almonds Drug Store's locations and also at our medical supply store.
Come in and see us at Almonds Medical Supply. We're an extension of Almonds Drug Stores, your local hometown pharmacy. We're here to service all your needs, from wheelchairs to walkers to orthopedic supports to compression hose to hard-to-find wound care supplies. And you'll always get that hometown customer service.
We want our patients to pay the best prices, get the best service available, and have a better pharmacy experience than they will get anywhere else. Our staff is committed to going above and beyond to meet our patients' needs. Whether it is working with your provider to get you the best medication at the best price, contacting your provider to get you refills or a prior authorization, or taking the time to review each of your medications with you personally, or perhaps even helping you find an old-time remedy or other hard-to-find items, your Almonds Drug Store staff will work hard to meet your pharmacy needs. At Almonds, we will deliver your prescriptions for free. Both of our stores have drive-through windows, we guarantee short wait times, and our pharmacists will come out to greet you personally and answer any questions you have. If you want to be met with a smiling face, or even want someone to greet you by name when you walk through the doors, we are the pharmacy for you.
Call Almonds Drugs today.
443-3138 or 446-0014.
All right, we got the phone. So if you have a question, give us a call, 407-1111. Karen would be happy to answer anything about dachshunds, Great Pyrenees, guineas, my favorite bird. But anyway, let's go on. Tell us about were you done with the big
Yeah,
Command
the skin
oil?
saving, it truly is a wonder drug, a wonder oil if in fact you know of somebody who is suffering from psoriasis or eczema. And luckily I don't have that, but I know people do suffer
And
with that.
it's really, I mean, sometimes it's very embarrassing for people because it just looks ugly and
People think you're contagious.
yeah,
back off
they
type
look
thing.
at you like you're a leper or something.
Yeah. So we've got a great solution, totally safe, totally healthy, totally natural.
Now, is this little bottle the same
Yeah, it
as
just
the big
comes in
one?
2 different sizes.
Oh, okay.
Same does, so does our Bugs Away oil. It comes in 2 sizes.
Yeah, I'm going to take the little one home and give it to my son.
There you go.
I'll write you a check on the way out.
But then, we went a step further as we have progressed through the years. We now are making goat's milk soaps and lotion. And if you've never used goat's milk soap, it is a very, very, very good soap for your skin. It's soft, it's creamy, it's high in butterfat and absorbs really well into the skin. And I know the first time, I used to do body wash. I was a body wash person for years. And then my sister started making this soap, and I used it for the first time in the shower, and it's like, oh my gosh, I could feel the difference instantaneously. It's just goat's milk soaps, and then we've expanded to the lotion, are just fantastic things for dry skin. And they're very, very good for eczema. We've got a lot of folks who'll come up and say their little child is suffering from eczema, what can I use? Just have him wash with the soap every day with his shower or his bath, and it'll probably clear up. The rash will probably go away.
I bought some for my grandson.
Yeah, and it does work. And Linda just smelled a couple of our seasonal ones.
I wish you all could smell. Oh my gosh.
We're making some for the holidays. We have pumpkin pie, eggnog. I've got honey apple pie. Smells just like an apple pie coming out of the oven.
But you can't eat it. You have to use it.
I know most people who smell it go, oh my God, I'd eat my skin. But no, we've got some great scents, and
Yes.
we've got 12 others that we kind of keep on the ready all year round, like basil grapefruit, honey ginger, cranberry, lavender, which is the essential oil, peppermint patty, which is the essential oil. All the rest of them we use fragrance oils. But my sister does lavender with my great niece to try and calm her down at night and get her to bed. But yeah, the soaps are really, really, really good for your skin, and a great Christmas gift idea.
Absolutely.
Great stocking stuffer. Get a bar of soap and a bottle of lotion.
Yeah.
Because we have the scents that go with it, except for the holiday ones. We didn't make the lotion in the holidays. But great little gift ideas for Christmas. Any of this
right.
is really. I mean, if you
Yes.
care about somebody,
That's
any
right.
of this is good
That's
good
right.
stuff.
That's right.
And then our last little item,
This is great.
out of necessity, so that I could walk, we did some research, and we now make a CBD balm. We use a coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax base, and then we infuse it with a CBD oil. This really does work. We make 2 strengths, 200 milligram, 400 milligram. Now, CBD is not CBD. All CBDs are not alike, I guess is what I mean.
That's very true.
You've got to make sure wherever you're getting, and I don't have the answer as to how you make sure, but I had one lady tell me, well, I've used CBD and it doesn't work. And I thought she was talking about mine, and come to find out she had bought it somewhere else. And I said, well, it really does depend on who you get it from and where they got it from.
That's right. It's got to be a reputable.
It has to be
Just
somebody.
like essential oils.
Yeah.
You've got to have a good, reputable company.
Yeah, anything like this, you've got to be getting good quality
Absolutely.
ingredients to make what you're making. Our CBD oil, we get it from Colorado, for the company that's been doing it for 20 years. They've been tested, they've been licensed, I mean, they've gone through the goat ropes to get to where they're at. And prior to this, I could not get up out of bed and get to the bathroom without a walker or some assistance, because my knees just wouldn't get me from point A to point B. We started making this. I started out with the 200 milligram strength. It's like, it kind of does it, but yeah. So we did another strength. We did 400 milligram strength, and it got me from point A to point B. Didn't necessarily walk pretty, but it got me from point A to point B without a walker. So this does work. Aches and pains. CBD in and of itself, it calms your nerve endings. That's the key to this product. It'll calm your nerve endings, and that helps relieve stress, headaches, arthritis. What else can I think of? I know there's other things that it does, but it calms all your nerve endings, and it'll relieve your aches and your pains. And my sister used to get really, really, really bad headaches. I don't know if I can go as far as migraines, but used to get really, really, really bad headaches 3-4 times a week. She might have 3 or 4 in a year once she started doing this. So really, it really does work if you have aches and pains. And
What's
again,
the base of that, Karen? Is
Do
that What's the base of that? Is that
coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax.
All this. Okay.
That's our base. It's a good, safe base. Good for
smell
your
it.
skin. I don't think you'll smell anything. Maybe some of the coconut oil, but it shouldn't have any smell. But again, back to the point of using prescription drugs and having all of the side effects. Again, back to being all natural and as safe as we can possibly make it to get the benefits that you need. And that's what Susan and I really, really, really try to do. And that's pretty much our line of items. We're at the Farmers Market, Nash County Farmers Market in Rocky Mount on Peachtree every Saturday. They're open from 8 to 1. A lot of great, guys, support local. And I'm not even talking about me, just support local. We got farmers out at that farmers market who work their butts off from dawn until dusk, 7 days a week. Without farms, you don't have any food.
That's right.
You know.
And it's all fresh. It's all a lot of it is plucked the day before out of the field and
Yeah.
brought.
Some of these farmers get up at 3 a.m. and are out on the
Yeah.
field getting the stuff ready and getting it
Yeah.
into the trucks
So
and get it to the farmer's
You can't
market.
get it any more fresh.
Yeah, fresh eggs, I
If
sell
you've never
eggs.
been to the farmer's market, you have missed something. It is a really neat place. There's lots of really awesome vendors like Karen and her sister. Some people, I've been going out there for as long as it's been going. And, I think Nancy Bass of Bass Tomatoes was one of the founders of that. And I've known Nancy and her husband for a long time.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
yeah.
say years. I'm getting too old to say years.
4 or 5.
Yeah. So, but it's nice. I mean, I met somebody who did a pig picking for me out there, and there's Hispanic families that make the best breads, and
Oh my gosh, her breads are fantastic.
yes.
I get
and
one of those
all
every
the
Saturday.
flowers, I do too. That's
Oh, I know. But I work out on the farm to get rid of the bread.
There you go. So go ahead. But it really is important. And once you go a few times, then people recognize you. And you'll see a lot of people that maybe you worked with a few years ago or whatever, and they're very safe right now. They want everybody to wear a mask, and there's a social distancing. So it's safe out there to go. And
Safer out there than it is Walmart.
Yes, absolutely. The products are better. The people are better.
Vendors, all these farmers, all these vendors are really, really nice folks and really work hard. And that's why I would love for everybody to support them. They really do work hard
They do
every
have
day.
a good amount of people that come out there, though.
They do. It fluctuates. Don't wait until 12 o'clock if you want something in particular, because a lot of the farmers
Right.
may not have it, like eggs. I sell eggs. There's about 2 or 3 other people who sell eggs. Well, by 10:30, 11,
They're gone.
none of us may have eggs. So, if you really, really want something in particular, you may want to get there around 8, 9 o'clock, no later than 10 o'clock to
Yeah.
make sure that the
Right.
farmers have it. Right now, kind of between seasons on some of the vegetables, a lot of the vegetables and fruits were more abundant, a month ago than they
Sure.
are right now, but we're starting to get the fall produce and vegetables in. I keep waiting for the persimmons.
You like persimmon?
Oh, I love them. And they're not ready yet, but I keep going to one of the vendors, one of the farmers. It's like, right now? No, give it another couple more weeks. It's like every Saturday. Now,
Well,
no.
and there's several people that sell local honey, and if you're a honey person,
Yeah.
you've got to get local honey, because where you live in that area, that's where all the antimicrobial properties are going to be in the honey. So the stuff you buy in the store, you're going to get the sweet taste, but you're not going to get any of the benefits of honey
No.
like you will if you buy from the vendors that are
Locals.
there.
Yeah. And, this farmer's market will go until the Saturday before Thanksgiving, but it's going to reopen again right after that. And what they do is they do a crafters fair, crafters event every Saturday up until Christmas. So they'll start inviting other different type crafters in, not farmers, but crafters for December. So, a good opportunity again to support local, because these crafters, this is probably a supplemental income for most of
And
them.
there's some really unique, unusual things there, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't need to buy a scarf from Walmart.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
get that anywhere,
Yeah.
but, I've seen people out there with their, what do you call it, their spinning wheels.
There's a
to-
lady out there right now who's doing that. She was out there this
She
past
gets
Saturday with her
wool.
wheel. Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
she spins on the old-fashioned thing, and then she makes scarves and vests and sweaters, and, you're not going to get anything more unique than that.
We've got a gentleman out there who makes his own charcoal for the grill. It's called-
I saw him.
He's called Caveman Charcoal, I think.
Yeah. What does he make it out of, do you know?
I don't know. He's only been out there for a couple Saturdays now. He just started coming. But in other words, I guess what Linda and I are saying is, it's different. If you
Yes.
want to come up with something
Unique.
a little different, a little unique, again, local, which really helps support the local
That's
economy
right.
and the local businesses, go to places like that. Don't go to Walmart or Target or anybody. I know I shouldn't say that,
Well, I
but
know, you gotta buy some stuff there.
I
You
know,
there's
I know,
things you
but,
gotta get, but.
unique things, go to
Right,
places like
right.
that.
And, we want to keep Nash County dollars in Nash County and Edgecombe County dollars in Edgecombe County, and because it's important for us to keep our community going.
Yeah.
And our community is funded and paid for, as this whole country is, by small business. And so...
And everybody has been hit really hard this past
Yes.
year. I live in Spring Hope, and I would say, there's a good handful of small shops that just have not been able to
Right,
reopen.
right.
And won't ever reopen because of the pandemic. Our chamber did a reverse raffle this past summer, and was able to raise about $11,000-12,000, and we gave it to the small businesses there in Spring Hope,
So
split
they
it up
could-
amongst them,
so they
just,
could-
pay a month's rent, or,
Right,
a
right.
month's rent, utility bills,
That's awesome.
whatever.
Yeah.
Because they're struggling, and then they need our local support, all of them, no matter what
Right.
town you live
Right,
in.
That's right.
Those-
Nashville, Spring Hope,
Yeah.
Bailey.
All of them, they need your support.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take our next
okay.
break, and then we'll go more into Spring Hope. She's
Okay.
got a heart for Spring Hope, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. It's a neat little town if you haven't been there.
Yeah.
And they did have a lot of cute little businesses, maybe not quite as many now. But we'll be right back with more of Yours to Your Good Health. Don't go away, and we'll talk with Karen in Twin Oaks Farm.
At Downey's Hearing Care Associates, we are dedicated to taking care of every client by providing personal, high-quality hearing care services. My staff and I know hearing loss affects each person and their loved ones differently, so we give you the time and the care you need to ensure the hearing technology chosen fits your lifestyle. At Downey's Hearing Care, we also make custom ear molds and specialize in emergency hearing aid repairs. Downey's Hearing Care Associates has 2 locations, one in Knightdale and one in Rocky Mount. We have hearing lives to save.
When faced with special care needs for elderly or disabled loved ones, families want compassionate, comforting care. That's Tender Touch Home Care Services' goal, providing the level of care we would expect for our own. With over 10 years of home care excellence, Tender Touch provides an array of services that keeps your loved one at home. From personal care, light housekeeping, errands, and meal preparation, to our private duty care program, which combines all of our home care offerings in one package.
Tender Touch Home Care Services, where your needs are our concern.
Hi, I'm Richard Goss, pharmacist and owner of Almonds Drug Store here in Rocky Mount. Here today with my wife and 2 daughters. For over 75 years, Almonds Drug Store has been the pharmacy of choice for residents of Edgecombe and Nash County. Our family is proud to call Rocky Mount home, and we are excited about the new services and products we are adding daily at both of our Almonds Drug Store's locations and also at our medical supply store.
Come in and see us at Almonds Medical Supply. We're an extension of Almonds Drug Stores, your local hometown pharmacy. We're here to service all your needs, from wheelchairs to walkers to orthopedic supports to compression hose to hard-to-find wound care supplies. And you'll always get that hometown customer service.
We want our patients to pay the best prices, get the best service available, and have a better pharmacy experience than they will get anywhere else. Our staff is committed to going above and beyond to meet our patients' needs. Whether it is working with your provider to get you the best medication at the best price, contacting your provider to get you refills or a prior authorization, or taking the time to review each of your medications with you personally, or perhaps even helping you find an old-time remedy or other hard-to-find items, your Almonds Drug Store staff will work hard to meet your pharmacy needs. At Almonds, we will deliver your prescriptions for free. Both of our stores have drive-through windows, we guarantee short wait times, and our pharmacists will come out to greet you personally and answer any questions you have. If you want to be met with a smiling face, or even want someone to greet you by name when you walk through the doors, we are the pharmacy for you.
Call Almonds Drugs today.
443-3138 or 446-0014.
Hey, welcome back. Well, I found a little guest. This is Alexis, and she is living with her great aunt Karen during the week, and Aunt Karen is now a auntie, a mama, and a school teacher, trying to get her stuff ready. So Alexis was over there, and I think she's just as cute as she can be. So, and she does a lot of work on the farm.
She does. She has turned into a good little
Yep.
farm girl with doing
Yep.
all kinds of chores.
That's right. So, anyway, this is Alexis, and if Grandma can see us, say hi, Grandma.
Say hi to Gran.
Hi, Gran.
So tell us about Spring Hope. You said you were in the chamber? What is it?
I am the president of the chamber, but we are going to have elections coming up, and I'm not running again. But, you know, we are trying desperately to grow our small community, which all the chambers throughout try to do. You know, normally we had the Pumpkin Festival. Well, that was canceled. Normally we do what we call Christmas in Spring Hope. That event per se is canceled. We're still going to try and get all the trees, all the communities, all the stores and churches to decorate what we call the depot, our downtown area, with Christmas trees and light that up. We will do that this year. We just had this past weekend the National Pumpkin Weigh-In in Spring Hope.
Oh.
We had farmers from all over the East Coast, Ohio, West Virginia,
Really?
South Carolina, I mean everywhere, with 500, 800, 900 pound pumpkins, watermelons, sweet potatoes. It was great. It was fantastic.
What was the biggest, do you remember?
I can't remember what they said.
I
But
bet they weigh 30, 50, 100 pounds.
we had one of our local guys who usually enters, his 900 pound pumpkin split open.
900?
900 pound pumpkin split open the week before the event, and he couldn't bring it out there.
What
But
do
yeah,
you do with 900 pounds of pumpkin? That's a heck of a lot of pies.
basically farmers will just enter those into like state fairs and stuff, but a lot of the state fairs are canceled. So
Yeah,
we had a lot more people at this event.
So they could do
because they
something.
didn't have any place to bring
Yeah,
their huge vegetables and things. So it was unique, it was neat. We are now going to start doing it every year.
Good.
And it'll be in conjunction with the Pumpkin Festival. We've done it in the past, but not to the level that we did it this year. So we'll keep that up. The other thing the chamber did, and we tried for years to get this off the ground, and we finally did about a little over a year ago, we opened a license plate, DMV license plate agency in downtown Spring Hope. 123 Ash Street, by the way. If you don't like the lines in all the other DMV license plate agencies, swing by the one in Spring
Yes.
Hope.
My husband goes there all the time to get everything done.
Yeah.
Because
Now,
you walk in and you walk out.
every once in a while, there's a line. I mean, I've been in there where there have been 5, 6 people, but for the most part, you can walk in and you can walk out. The thing with license plate agencies, and most people probably know this, you gotta bring the proper paperwork or they're gonna turn you away and
Right.
tell you, go get whatever and come all back.
And that's not them, that's the state.
Yeah, they
And you've
can't
gotta
help it.
have, you've got to have.
Yeah,
you
they
know.
can't help it, so don't yell at them. Yeah, they've got to follow the rules, or we'd be getting in trouble with DMV and they'd close us down. So, you know, our staff has to follow the rules. We're getting a new manager. She starts next Monday, the 12th. So we're excited about that. So we want folks to come on out. We started this to help our local community, to help our seniors in the area, so they wouldn't have to travel as far, wouldn't have to wait in as long a lines. I mean, we're hoping our lines eventually get a little long, don't get me wrong. But as we grow, we will add more staff so that it'll even out, and the staff will keep the lines moving and keep everything going well.
And that's good because it gives somebody a job.
Exactly. We are
And
getting
is that a state job then? Is that all funded by the DMV? or-
No, we pay, the
Okay.
chamber pays the salaries.
Okay, I got you.
Because we're the contractor, so we
Gotcha.
pay the salaries.
Okay.
Most chambers are contractor-run. I don't know if
Most
there's any
DMVs
actual
are.
state runs. I'm sorry, most license plate agencies are
License-
contractor-run. But yeah, we still have to adhere to all of the state rules, the state holidays, the state whatevers.
Mm-hmm.
You can't close, but X amount of days a year, all of that has to be
Right.
adhered to.
Right.
So, but yeah, we're happy, we're proud of it, we're excited about it. We want to make sure people know about it. Sometimes it's worth driving an extra 10 or 15
Oh,
miles
absolutely.
to not wait in line for an
Right,
hour.
alleviate all that frustration.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
So give us a shot, and we have a website link that you can go on and let us know how our folks did. And we need that kind of feedback too, to know that we're doing okay and we're doing right by you guys. So yeah, let us know how we're doing. But, again, we got a lot of neat little businesses that have opened up this
Yeah.
past year. Unfortunately, we've had several that opened up a week before the pandemic and
Yeah, they're not.
closed and have never been able to reopen. But we've got some that have made it through.
I've got a friend that has a shop there. She has Bubbles and Bows.
Oh, yeah, Betsy, yeah. I have Great Pyrenees, and for those who don't know what that dog is, it's a huge outside livestock guardian dog. Aren't they huge?
Yep.
She could ride it like a horse.
Yeah, she pretty much, especially Kenley. We have one that's about 155 pounds, and she looks like a huge polar bear. But Kenley is the only one that I've ever brought to Bubbles and Bows because, as working dogs, they're outside 24/7, 365 days a year. I've never given any of the other ones a bath because if I did, they would just be looking like they did the day before the bath
Right.
the next day, so I don't even bother. But Kenley, her and I were going up to do a talk on livestock guardian animals, and she was going to be my prop. So I kind of had to try and have her look and smell as good as she could. So Betsy was so good. This lady at Bubbles and Bows, she will bend over backwards to work with you. Again, another local, but she'll bend over backwards to work with you. She came in early the day I was driving to Asheville, washed my dog, combed my dog out, called me as soon as she was ready. We drove by there, picked her up, and went on to Asheville. And we could actually enjoy the ride because Kenley spelled really good the whole way. But, the dog sat in front of 20,000 people and at least 5,000 petted her that weekend, and she
They
did
are
great.
the sweetest, loving dogs.
Yep.
They're very intimidating because they're so big, but once
Once they get to know you,
Oh, yeah.
if you look up Great Pyrenees, usually next to their name in parentheses, it'll say Gentle Giant.
Yes.
And that is so applicable of this breed. I can let anybody walk into my pasture with a 1, 2, 3-year-old child and never have to turn around to look and make sure my dog
That's
isn't
right.
doing anything.
That's right.
They just don't do it. She runs in the pasture with, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, just running through the pasture with all of them chasing her around the pasture. And the worst thing they're ever going to do is possibly accidentally knock her over
Because of their
size, and they
Yeah.
just, they do like to lean up, like Kenley. Doesn't she like sit on your foot and kind of lean up against you?
Yes.
And then once that 155 pounds kind of leans on you, you kind of just, whoop. If you don't have your footing, you fall over. But yeah, a sweet, sweet, sweet breed.
And then
uh,
you breed dachshunds.
I breed long-haired
So-
miniature dachshunds too. I do have a waiting list of about 20 people on them.
great. That's
And
good.
yeah, and I've got a waiting list of about 8 or 9 on the piers right now.
Good.
So it was cute not cute, but over this past pandemic, people have been home, so it's like, oh, let's get a puppy. We can house train it while we're home.
Right.
You would not believe how many phone calls I got. You have any puppies right now? I had one lady. I looked at my phone. It was a Florida number. I'm thinking, She called. She goes, do you happen to have any dachshund puppies right now? I said, no, ma'am. I've got a waiting list. You can go on our website, yada, yada, yada. She goes, oh, well, no. We're just driving through North Carolina to New York, and we thought we would chance and see if you had any puppies and
Oh,
we
my
could pick up
gosh.
one. It's like, nope, don't have one right now. But, that's what people are doing. They want one they wanted one for when they were off work. so they can house train it. But,
And I can tell you, Karen is very protective over her animals too. And if she doesn't get a good feel, or if the person says something that doesn't set right with her, she might not sell that animal.
I have turned away a few people in my time. One couple wanted a Great Pyrenees. This is kind of a cute story. I hope they're not listening. But one couple wanted a Great Pyrenees. They pulled up in their truck, and Kedley, my 155-pounder, she greets you as you come up the driveway, and they wouldn't get out of the car because of the dog. And I said, no, you're all okay. Come on, get out. Wouldn't get out of the car. 15 minutes later, I'm still saying, she's not going to hurt you. Come on, get out of the car. They were coming to see a litter of Great Pyrenees puppies.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. It took me 20 minutes to get them out of the car. So then we went into the house to meet the puppies. And I went to hand them one. They said, oh, no, that's okay. Well, as we were walking out to the car, I said, this probably isn't a good fit for you guys. Have y'all ever even had a puppy or a dog before? Oh, yeah. I said, this probably isn't a good fit. So I said no to them. I've had people who have brought kids that I thought were going to terrorize the puppies, and I've told them, your kids are not ready for a puppy, at least not one of mine. So, it just depends. You can normally read people pretty well.
Yeah.
Most folks who come out to the farm are just super, super, super sweet folks, and just absolutely adore all the animals. Even if they came for a dachshund, they go over to the fence and say hi to the peers, and the peers will jump up and it's like, here I am.
oh, they love to be petted, and
Yeah.
if you're petting one, then the rest of them are
Yeah,
gonna
all of
come
them are right
because
there.
They want to get their fair share.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're great dogs. But if you ever need a little play day for your grandkids or your kids, and it'll be a nickel tour. It's not a huge farm by any stretch of the imagination, but I can kill 15, 20 minutes for you, and let you see all the animals.
The kids love it.
And all of them do. All kids love it. Lexi has kind of gotten used to everything. She's helped us birth goats, pigs, everything. She's seen little chicks and little turkeys and everything hatch literally as it hatched out of the shell. She's helped me with puppies, birthing. So, yeah, she's getting pretty good with all that.
Yeah.
So
Lexi, we're going to give you 1 minute. We have 1 minute left. So do you know what you want to be when you grow up?
A vet.
I knew that. I figured that, yeah. So
Yeah.
you can help all those animals that have trouble having babies or need this or that. You're going to do all that. What's your favorite animal on the farm?
The horse.
The horse? I don't know if I've seen your horse.
we had 2 miniature horses, but Hershey bit her, and she wouldn't go back to it. This was when she was much smaller, and she wouldn't go back to it. So I gave them to a friend. But my neighbor has their horse down at the other end of our property. She uses one of my pastures, and his name is Pride. We go down there once in a while and feed him apples and stuff, and she
Yeah.
really likes the horse.
Okay. I've got a mule. Do you know what a mule is?
Yep.
Yep. He's pretty. He's got the face of a horse. He's real pretty. And he loves apples.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
love
Pride loves apples too. He gets kind of slobbery.
He's
with
a
them.
messy eater.
Yeah, that's what I just said. He gets kind of
Yeah.
slobbery with it, but
A messy. Do you
he
cut the
loves 'em.
apples up or give him the whole apple?
Give him the whole
We were cutting it up, but now we just give him the whole apple. He'll take it, bite it in half, drop the half. She'll pick up the half, and But
Yeah.
farm life is great for kids. If you
Yeah.
can ever get kids into 4-H or get them involved
Yes.
in anything dealing with animals, animals seem to bring out the good in kids, the good in people.
It's just a great life lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing, the birthing. Unfortunately, sometimes they pass away.
She has experienced the bad parts of it too.
Yeah.
She's mucked stalls. She's scraped goat poop before. So yeah, they're good and bad parts of it,
Yeah,
but it all
my
has to be done.
grandkids have to clean out our chicken coop and our goat coop. All right, it's time to say goodnight. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week with more of Here's to Your Good Health. Karen and Alexis, thank you so much for coming. I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us. Well, we would love it.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Night, everybody. Have a good one.
makes Premier Equipment Company premier? Our employees. People trained in the latest technology. People who love our customers and take pride in our products and service. People who love a job well done. With 2 locations to serve you in Infield and Rocky Mount, we're easy to find and easy to do business with. Premier service, premier parts, premier employees, premier equipment. Now selling Massey Ferguson at our Infield location.
I'm Dan Forrest. Every day that goes by, more businesses close for good. More parents lose their jobs. More American dreams turn into economic nightmares. When I'm governor, I will never tell a business owner they can't make a living. I will never tell a worker they're non-essential. It's past time to move forward, before there's nothing left to come back to. It's time for a new governor.